What the holy cow? I mean, what the actual no cow? Where the hell is the cow? There are no cows.
What the holy mother of pigs?
What the... Hey, horse.
High horse. Get off your high horse.
There are no cows. There are no cows. But look at all these pigs. What?
Piggy.
What? We need to...
Ask them questions.
We need to ask several questions. I think the first one being, what the frick? The second being,
Hi everyone, how have you been?
How can we set this up? Third being, yeah, hi everybody in the stream, how are you? Hello Brian, hello Tanny. Where are the cows? I don't know. I do not know.
No.
I do not know. Here are some llamas. There's 1, 2, 3 very confused sheep.
How many llamas are we down to?
There are 3 llamas, although 2 of them appear to be trying to become 1 llama.
Great, now my brain's singing, when to become one. Oh dear Lord, someone save me.
So Sian, Hi. I'm John. I don't actually... That
Are you?
That sounds like I'm explaining it to you. No. My name's John, and I'm joined by Sian.
Hi.
And we are here to play some Minecraft. Hi, Sian.
Oh yeah, because that's a thing we do.
That's the thing we do
Beer?
on Mondays.
Beer here. Here, beer. We don't have any.
We don't have any beer yet. I did have a look at ales, but they're all from Binnies. I don't have anything set up for that yet.
Have some cola soda.
Yes, I mean, to be fair, I prefer cola soda anyway. Refreshing. It actually gives you a speed boost as well.
I can't get you the nice fancy sword because we've not got any. We're fresh out of swords.
Yeah, that shouldn't be there.
So what are you up to today, John?
Well, between sessions, I realised the problem that we were having last week is because we were using the wrong tools, Sian.
I see.
I came on, I spent about 5 minutes looking at it. I just kept clicking it and going, why is this is rotating, why isn't this rotating right? And then I looked up the fact that Funky Locomotion has its own wrench, and it looks like this.
Ooh, hello. That is indeed a wrench.
This is indeed a wrench.
You hold on to it funny, though. Have you looked at yourself?
Yeah, it looks even weirder from... It looks even weirder from in here. It kind of... It's sticking out a bit like a... Actually,
from in there? What, inside your head?
Oh yes, where you are.
Oh, it's like one of those little grabby claws that you use when you can't reach the floor to pick stuff up.
I was going to go with Dalek Gun, but I mean grabby claw that you use like when you're old and can't pick stuff up also works.
I think it's fitting.
So we've got a curtain now.
Huzzah!
Tanny is also watching Suicide Squad.
I've not seen that.
It's not great. So we've got a curtain now. It moves. There was a slight issue on Saturday when I logged in and I was showing you the curtain. You're in it for the Enchantress. Fair. One of the best reasons to be in that film. We logged in on Saturday night, Sian. You may remember this because you were there.
I was. And I do remember.
And I flicked the switch to up to raise the curtain, to up the curtain, and it went up. And then I set up a switch to lower the curtain, and I flicked the switch to lower the curtain, and then the server went away.
Yep.
So it turns out that you really shouldn't be stood underneath the curtain when it comes down. It doesn't like it. In a big way.
Funny that.
In a big way. Now,
like, it really, really, really doesn't like it.
Now, Sian.
Yeah.
On the left-hand side of the stage, where you are at the moment, there should be a lever at the back there somewhere. Just below the walkway.
A lever just below the walkway.
Ow.
Ouch. There.
Let me come and find it.
Oh, this one?
That one, yeah. I mean, okay.
Okay.
I gave bad directions to it. I forgot where I moved it to.
You mean stand on the ground and do the lever?
Yes, if you could stand there and flick that switch.
I flicked it.
And then flick it again.
Yes.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. It pauses oddly. Now be careful about flicking any other switches that you might find back there.
Can I press it now if I stand back?
I mean, as long as you're not underneath the curtain, I think we're okay.
I'm right far back. Actually, I'll leave it open for now. It's not worth the risk.
Yeah,
I'll close it to end the stream. We'll start the stream with an open. It can stay there.
I'm just going to take the switch away.
Why? Neither of us are going to press it.
Just to be on the safe side.
I'll press it to end the stream.
I'm just gonna get a wireless thingy. I'm gonna make sure that we can press it from nice distances.
We also need to be able to press it from, like, maybe up the top shelf.
Well, I'm thinking that what we need to do is be able to press it from in our backstage area.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking we can get some more buttons on the computer panel in there, the screen in there.
Yes. In which case I'll have to disconnect and reconnect to see them. But we've got space, it looks like, for 2 more.
I can
on this particular screen.
Ow, 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 ow. Really should research that. Technically there's space for 4. I don't know what actually happens if we put that many in.
I guess...
That doesn't look like there is.
I guess maybe if you don't have the text at the top, you could fit in the full set. Maybe. Just spitballing ideas.
No, the text takes up space too.
Oh. Okay.
That's 2 lines of text is "Welcome to the Queen, Creeps Theatre." That's how that works. Button. To make these buttons, I need some buttons. And I need ink.
Ink? You gotta go kill more squids again.
Yeah, it's squid killing time. It's come early this week.
Squid killing time.
Need to locate my sword for that. There it is.
Dar. Dart be.
So, when I've got the derpy squids that beach themselves.
Yeah.
Those are the easiest ones to hunt.
What is it? What's the block called that covers the refined storage conduits? And how do I paint it?
It is a conduit facade.
Yeah.
I made the wrong thing. I made transmitters, not receivers.
Conduit facade.
And you use the painting machine.
Yeah, and you have to give it the block that you want it to look like.
You do indeed, yes. It's this machine here.
I'm on my way. That one. Ooh. Bing! And then I can just click it on the block that I want to cover, right?
Yep. If it's a conduit, that's
If it's a conduit, that'll do it.
that's how that works.
Oh my god, it worked. Holy mother of dragons, it worked. Definitely wasn't saying I didn't believe you.
Thank you. I'm glad you believe me. Your turn.
Hello, doggos.
No, that's yes.
That's is it?
It is.
Wow.
That was the power room I was walking into, not the theater.
Okay.
I got confused a little bit.
Just a little bit. Ooh, a little bit more. Seriously, what is up with my brain today? I think it's broken.
So this one,
I'm surprised there was no response to that.
I mean, today seems a little.
The fair.
Curtain down. Everything just got creepy-fied.
Why?
It made spooky noises.
Oh, okay. Slightly more sense.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. There aren't enough. I'm going to take away the text.
There aren't enough.
There isn't enough space for all the buttons we need.
Oh, I see.
On the screen, so. Sian, are you clear of the curtain?
Yeah.
Where are you?
I'm clear of the curtain.
Fair.
That was all you needed to know, right?
That's basically what I needed to know, yeah.
Cool.
Oh. Oops. Huh.
Oops. What did you do? Oops makes me nervous. Don't go Minecraft Villager on me.
Well, that got interesting.
Why?
No reason. Everything's fine. Everything's awesome. Everything's cool when you're part of a team.
Is it also cool when you tell your teammates what's going on?
The curtain's doing weird things.
Is it going continuously up and down?
It may be fighting itself, yes. It seemed to
yes.
stop itself. Do you want to come and have a quick look?
Yeah.
I'll come back and press the buttons. So, as you can see, it's currently up.
It is up. That is a thing that...
That
little corner there was an absolute stroke of genius, because that means we can fly up.
So, if I press the down button and you stay well clear, you can see the curtain comes down.
Yep.
All the way, eventually.
Yep.
And then I press the up button.
Oh, hello.
It
Is that because did you turn the other button off?
they're both... They're not toggles. I'm going to test a thing. Stay well clear.
Okay, what are you testing? I'm intrigued.
I'm going to just leave it for a little while. And see if it's just a case of I was pressing them too close together that the signals from the first button press are still triggering. In which case... I might be able to tweak things a little bit. So let's go do some other stuff.
Okay. I'll go back to the mysteriousness that I was up to.
Cool. I'm going to go put these things away and look at my next project, which is engineering dimensions.
Oh.
Because, you know, go big or go home.
Yeah, that sounds very fair.
So I'm just going to put a load of this stuff away. Apparently I'm carrying just round a load of crap.
Sounds like my handbag.
Is your handbag full of, like, wrenches and things?
Not wrenches, no, but there's just all sorts of stuff in there, and you're just like, how? When am I ever going to need this?
I mean, it sounds like my pockets as well, really, like...
Is it just a human tendency to carry everything you're never going to need?
Yeah, I think so. RF2... Oh. No.
Okay. Let's just chisel 3 off the top.
Let's see how unstable this mod is.
Uh-oh.
I mean, let's see how perfectly fine this thing is. I said the first thing first, didn't I?
Yeah. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do nicely.
What I want is a dimension builder. I definitely want one of them.
A dimension builder.
This builds a dimension and powers it when the dimension is ready.
Oh. Cool.
So I just need a machine frame, and then a dimensional builder is a thing I can make. And then I'll also want a dimensional inscriber. For the purposes of constructing my own dimensions by combining specific dimlets into an empty dimensional tab.
Ooh, okay.
But guess what I need for a dimensional inscriber?
Something else that's also dimensional?
Nope.
Oh.
I need to go kill more derpy squids.
Oh. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Those are numbers. I recognize them.
Hey, I've heard of those before.
I've heard of those.
I
Those
know
are
how
numbers.
it works.
Hey, Squidface.
That's not nice to call your viewers.
I mean, what if there was a guy that just came in at that moment that was called Squidface?
I would be all kinds of impressed.
Right, I've now got a dimensional inscriber. What's a dimlet workbench do? With this workbench, you can deconstruct dimlets into individual parts and reconstruct new dimlets out of those parts. Not
Can I have
yet.
an ice and Santa?
Oh, what? Sorry, you cut out.
Can I have an ice cave and be a combination of Elsa and Santa?
El Santa?
Yes.
Yes.
Sweet!
I mean, you can have an entire dimension that is an ice cave.
Even better.
Okay, Sharn.
Sean.
Sharn. Could you
Yes.
possibly return to somewhere that I can visit and speak to you? And also you can advise me on where I can place dimensional construction materials. And also I've got a squid for you.
A squid. Meet me at Sammy.
I'm approaching Maddie now. I'm now at Sammy. Here's a squid.
Cheers. I shall save that for later. When I get the munchies. So what does it look like? What am I trying to play?
Well, basically I need a place that I can put a teleporter.
What size?
It's the matter transmitter and receiver and dialing device, so it's the same sort of setup we've got in the workshop next to the computer screen.
Okay.
And then I've also got a couple of extra machines that would do very well being close to the power room because they have incredible power requirements because they are machines that basically...
Had we put anything in these towers yet?
No.
Other than that one at the bottom, did that use power?
That does use power, yes.
So can we put it somewhere in this tower?
That seems...
Or the tower next to it? Or
I could put it up... I could put it one floor above that.
Yeah.
So...
I'm just watching you through the window now. I can just see you doing stuff.
Does that need... That doesn't seem to need power, that one. But that one definitely does. And so what... Hello.
You can dig the cable in there.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a basic I.O. crystal.
Also, hi.
You just stood outside looking in. Hello.
I mean, I'm floating, but yes. Outside looking in.
Oh, I just put my crystal binder away and now I need it.
Oh, damn.
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 So...
We do need to work on what's happening here.
Yes.
This is a Michael.
This is a Michael issue.
Because I assume it can be actually like built into the floor, so you've not got to get under it.
That's the intention.
Yeah. That's cool. Was that all you needed from me?
Pretty much. I just wanted to...
Am I safe to return from whence I came?
I just wanted a space to do that. Yes, you are safe to return.
To the Sharon Cave.
Right, I want a matter...
Doodle doodle doo.
Very, very slightly slow Batman music there.
Yeah, it's just slightly off-brand.
Doodly-doo-doo-doo.
But only slightly.
Ooh, Sammy's sending me things. Such things.
Any particular things?
They are things to do with discussions that were being had earlier this very day.
Exciting.
On a little thing called the Final Boss Fight Discord channel.
Oh. Fascinating. No, silly blocks. You don't belong there.
And they will be things that, once I have all of them, will be available for loyal fans to go and look at on the Final Boss Fight website.
Ooh.
Wireless.
All kinds of ooh.
Very ooh. I need 2 particle generators. That's a particle generator, John.
I assume it doesn't do quite the same thing.
It does not.
Oh. Plane. Not of the aero variety.
I did think you'd just seen a plane.
Airplane. I mean, it would be unusual.
I mean, in Minecraft or just
In general. Seeing as, you know, I'm inside currently, and yeah, it'd be unusual.
This is Dimensional Workshop.
Ooh. I mean, it wasn't quite what I thought it was going to be, but it'll work.
So this is Dimensional Workshop to Castle Porter. Dial once. Yay!
For Castle Porter, please dial one.
The final boss is in one of the dungeons on the Minecraft server that Brian frequents, is a squid.
Ooh.
Perhaps the most dangerous squid you'll ever meet.
Uh-oh, run for the hills.
So, I don't know whether to make a phased field generator.
I would give you some sort of response to that if I knew what it was.
Right. That's fair. So basically, the plan for this at the moment, Sharon,
Yours.
is that this mod, RF Tools Dimensions, allows us to make other dimensions that we can go and explore.
Essentially teleport to.
Essentially teleport to.
Right, okay, yeah.
Now, these dimensions can be exactly like the overworld, or the nether, or
I'm assuming you can mix it up.
or anything you can dream of.
Ooh, okay.
As long
That
as we've
sounds
got
dangerous.
the parts to build them. We can make void worlds where there's no ground. We can make worlds of endless day. We can make rivers of molten gold. Largely, you think of it, we can build it. Theoretically, if we get the right bits. Now, to do that, depending on the complexity of the world,
Yes.
comes the power cost of it, and also how stable that world is.
When you say stable, if it becomes too unstable, how dangerous is it?
It kills you.
Sweet.
So
Was that the response you were expecting on that?
50-50.
Okay, fair.
Basically, the more complex the world is, the more likely to have instability in it, as far as I understand it, it becomes.
I see.
So the more stuff we throw into a world that is weird and peculiar, and particularly like the high level stuff, the more likely it is to have an unstable world that will kill us all.
And when you say that it kills you,
It kills you if you go to it. I don't think it specifically kills you very quickly. I think it like gives you sickness and mining fatigue and just generally makes your life there not very nice.
I see. Okay. Because I was going to say, do you literally like just turn up and gone?
I don't think so. But also,
I'm glad to hear that you don't think so.
Also, make sure you bring your charged porter if you come, because there might not be a way back again.
Because it might not let you back out.
Or there won't be a way back out by default. There's a way in, there ain't a way back out again. So if you don't go in with a way out, you ain't getting out.
Someone has to come in and bring something to you.
Yes.
Okay. Note to self, don't be that person. Definitely will end up being that person.
This is very much the falling out of reality that you apparently enjoy doing in board games.
Yes.
The other thing that can happen is if the dimension is not being fed energy, it has an upkeep cost. A dimension has an upkeep cost based on what's in it.
So the more complicated it gets, the more it needs.
Correct.
Essentially. Okay, that sounds fair.
If it's not getting that, the dimensional tab that I'm holding at the moment is a blank dimension. That stores a certain amount of power in it. If it runs out of power, the dimension starts closing down. If you're in it, that's bad.
Goodbye!
That is when it will just kill you. Because basically when the dimension has no power in it, it stops existing. And things just start slowing down.
Really?
Processes start slowing down, and then you die.
Interesting.
Now, the phased field generator allows you to temporarily visit an unpowered dimension and allows you to see what happens when a dimension dies and potentially get your stuff back from it.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
But as I say, it's only a temporary protection.
And really, it's probably better not to need it.
So I've just made our first dimension.
Awesome.
Tanny has also just finished watching Suicide Squad.
Awesome.
So this dimension is called Inventory, and I put no dimlets into it, meaning it's completely random.
Oh.
So I'm going to throw it in the dimension builder and let it build. This dimension has a creation cost of 1,000 and requires 10 RF per tick. Okay, we now have a dimension.
Ooh.
The dimension of inventory is ready to be visited.
You going in?
I'm going to go in.
So at this point, it could be anything.
It could be anything. It's likely to be very similar to the overworld. But as previously mentioned, could be anything. I've got my charged porter, and it is charged, so I can get home.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that you're sorted at least that far.
Okay, I'm in a world. I'm in a small room. My map's telling me this is a birchwood forest. Sian, are you there? Sian? Marco? Marco?
No. My voice still seems green, but I can't hear you.
My voice still seems green, and I can now hear you again.
Yay! I can hear you too.
Yay. So I'm in a birchwood forest, it tells me. I fail to see ground.
You're in the sky.
I'm at Y level 132.
Okay.
It's water.
Oh.
No, it's not water. It's spa water.
Oh. Just constant healing.
Yes.
Did you find the Holy Land?
I mean, it's a very small house, and then holy water with lily pads.
The
And thankfully, the occasional dimensional building.
thing.
I think that it is causing a lot of lag.
So do the ender chests work from there?
They should do, yes.
Oh, cool.
I wonder if... Yeah, my wireless transmitter doesn't.
So the computer's out of range.
Computer is out of range.
But you can put it in the... If you got an ender...
I have my ender pouch.
That works then.
So
Tony says, look above near the sun. I think I saw something.
I mean, there's a slime forest, slime island up here.
Ooh.
I'm getting major lag.
That seems like some serious lag.
But I do have material dimlit dirt. Material dimlit cyan stained glass. Flower field.
Cool.
Sky Dimlet Dark Night. And Feature Dimlet Pyramids.
Awesome.
So what I really need to do is just kind of fly around this dimension and grab these dimlets from the dimensional houses that are very easy to see, as this is an endless ocean. Tanny is apparently also
confused
playing
what the
Minecraft.
light panels.
Oh. Sian,
Yeah.
I have an issue.
What issue would that be?
My charged porter has cleared itself.
As in, yes?
As in, I may have accidentally shift right clicked. Which cleared where it's going. And it now won't teleport me home.
So how are you getting home?
Unless you help, I'm not. Is the answer.
Oh.
How
can I help?
I will throw my cleared charged porter into my ender pouch. It's now in the computer network.
Yep.
Could you bind it to a charged porter there? I was shift-clicking something else and I accidentally shift-clicked twice.
Charge porter target is set to 3, and that's the matter receiver.
And then on any of the transmitters, if you can teleport to inventory.
Should I just check that mine knows where it's going as well?
Yes, make sure that you bring 2 charge porters that can get us home.
Right, that one worked. That one worked. Okay. And then I go to the matter transmitter.
You need to use the dialing device to dial dimension 3 inventory.
Dial once. If I get stuck in here.
Hi. Welcome to inventory, the Holy Land.
There you go.
Right.
Welcome back.
First order of business, I'm going to try... Yes, that's what I want. I want one of those.
the lag meant you were breaking up a bit.
Yes.
So I was listening to the stream to be able to hear what you were saying.
I think maybe what I'll do then is continue that off stream.
I mean, you sounded fine on stream. And I
Right.
sounded fine on stream. I was just having trouble hearing you.
Okay, then. I'll continue that then.
It was a weird kind of non-problem. Oh, I don't want your cobble chisel bits.
What's a bound dislocator? I need to look a thing up real fast. Oh, don't tell me my Draconic Evolution tablet was one of the things I lost in the end incident.
The incident. Okay. I'm making some progress.
Dislocator, advanced dislocator, dislocator pedestal, item dislocator.
That is a very good question, Brain. Very good question indeed.
What is a bound dislocator? What is your question?
It's a chisel and bits question.
Right, I'm going to head back to inventory then.
Okay.
I've now got backup secondary homeward teleporter.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Have you also got some storage with you?
I've got my...
you can chuck stuff in the ender thing. Yeah.
I've got my ender bag.
Okay. Good.
So let's continue exploring. I've just fallen in the water. Come on. Get out of the water. Can you still hear me, Sian?
I am... That... more. Or like... giving it away.
Sorry, you're breaking up.
On that building.
Sorry, I didn't hear most of that. You said something about giving it away. Terrain dimlet near lands. Was that eyeballs on the building? It's kind of a chain effect. Would you like some chains? That would be dimensional pattern 1 block. No, don't fall into endless sea. I may have lost some of it. Yes, it's proving really useful, the ability to fly in this dimension of endless ocean. Oh, you asked about the light panels. That's so that you can easily tell if you've been to one of these or not. Because it lights up from the outside. Ooh, we can have a dark green sky.
Ooh.
With large planets in it, apparently. Oh, there's another building. Fly towards the building. Fly towards the building again because of lag. Yes, that will also come in very helpful. Ooh, useful dimlets. I've got no rain. The time dimlet for morning. And I can also now make granite. As well as strong mobs and the generation of desert temples. I just nearly put my ender pouch in my ender pouch. I didn't know that was even possible. It seemed to. Ooh, clay, glass, and braided chiseled stone. Right, I'm going to attempt to come back. Hello, Sian.
Hi.
Now that I'm in the overworld, maybe we can talk normally again. The dogs in the Great Hall are also happy to see me.
They are cheerful.
Right, I need a dimlet workbench, because that will let me reconstruct the dimlets. And I need to work out, does this thing need power or not? It does, so... Right. Right.
Pink.
Pink.
Yep.
You want a pink block.
No, I was just saying pink.
I could try and make a pink wall dimension.
I think I'm alright, thanks.
Right. I need... How does this work?
I need your thoughts from Discord, John.
My thoughts from Discord say that looks good. Yes.
Cool. I want to try and rearrange the entrance. I'm not how which is not good. How would I do that? Trying to rub brain cells together and not getting anywhere. It's not good, man. What I want is some fancy stairs that disappear back into the wall, essentially.
Okay.
Which is essentially going to be the floor pulls out the way. Ow, punch the microphone. The floor pulls out of the way to reveal steps.
Okay.
But that is easier said than done, methinks. To count some blocks. 1, 2, 3, 5. 2, 5.
See, I want to know what order do I need to put these dimlets in?
In?
Into the tab in.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Like there isn't. I know there's an order that you need to put them in to put them right.
Otherwise it gets screwy and weird, I should.
Yes.
Oh. Okay, that's not... That work? Do I have the headroom for that? Can pistons... Right, time for some experimenting. Damn me and my ability to chisel everything. I was trying to find somewhere to put something down and there was just no room. Okay, no, so chiseled stuff does not sticky piston.
Okay. Brian says he heard eggs experimenting.
Yes, eggs experimenting. Damn it. Damn it. Nobody panic. I think I've got it. It's really difficult talking about building something when you don't want to give it away. You know?
Yes. I'm now taking apart the dimlets I just found in the hopes that I can maybe use them to make new things.
Okay.
Also, because I don't know how useful these actual ones I've got are.
Oh, I see. Makes sense. Well, that's outside.
Sammy is here, and he finished the big project.
The big project. I'm intrigued as to what this big project is.
It's big and project-like.
Intriguing.
Right, now, can I build... What about a void? What do I need to build a void dimlet?
I really need to learn more about cabling things and how it works. What is this underfloor refined storage conduit? Can I take whatever it is, pull it out, and just bury it 1D?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. As long as it starts and stops in the same points, it's fine, isn't it?
Yep. Sammy, the curtain is finished. We're now moving on to alternative things like building secret projects that nobody is allowed to see until they're done, and maybe engineering dimensions, and that's a witch just laughing at me.
What a cow.
Very rude.
Where is this even going? Oh, the network receiver over here.
I need 2 more pieces of paper, please, computer. So, if I'm not much mistaken, I can now make a void world.
Right.
I'm going to test that.
Is there anything in particular I need to do with where the refined storage conduit attaches to a interface? It can just attach, can't it?
It should just be able to attach, yes.
Okay. Because it's just particularly right in the way of where I needed. Just sod's law, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's usually that, yeah.
Is there a button that lasts longer?
No.
So why does it say on a wooden button, burn time 100 ticks? That you actually just burn it in a furnace? Is that what that's telling you?
That's literally, if you put me in an inferno. If
In
you
a
put me in a
furnace.
furnace.
This is what I do.
Okay. Yep. I was worried you'd say that, but that's fine. I didn't want that anyway. What I do want is a chest up here. I love that I've just now put a chest for my dimensions to go and sit in.
Oh, I didn't bury it far enough.
Okay. I've now built Void World Attempt 1.
Okay. And you have multiple ways to get out of it, yes?
I have the same number of ways to get out of it as I had to the last world.
Which is one more than the time you had before.
Yes. Here goes next to nothing. Hoping for a void world. Well, it's snowing.
I mean, that is a thing.
Hey, Sian.
Yeah.
Look at the stream.
Ooh, what is that?
It's a void world, but the stuff's still here. So it's a dungeon.
Okay.
Look, it's actually a
So-
stronghold. Look, it's
All of the pieces are spawned in with none of the land around it.
yep.
Oh, interesting. So we can just go and loot to our heart's content.
There's just some stairs here that go to nothing. Yeah, it's just got a stronghold.
Intriguing.
I don't know if there are no enemies. What on earth is that thing? I found an enemy. What the feck are you?
Oh, adorable.
Well, it picked me up and threw me.
Did it? What a jerk.
Luckily I can fly and it can't, so it's dead now.
Aww.
Ah! There was a hole in that ground. Luckily, Void World apparently equals less lag, because I'm guessing it's... Oh, he's back. It's a Yeti. Sian, our Void World is filled with Yetis.
Oh, they're so cute. Whee! Okay. So now I need a... here.
I'm not sure if this is a great place to send our animals, though.
No, probably not. I'd argue the first one was better if we had to choose between the two.
I mean, I think a Void World would work. It's just that... I don't know about the lack of... like, the snow and the stronghold.
Yeah.
I nearly sent some of my ways to get home.
You're having a right mare, aren't you, with those?
It's going well. I'm sending you some Arctic fur, though.
Some Arctic fur. Fancy.
Yeti hair. Oh, bunny.
Don't scare him off, he'll jump off the ledge. Like,
It's okay. I put him out of his misery.
is it an Arctic bunny or just a bunny?
That was...
Just a normal rabbit, I imagine.
Yeah. Looks to have been a forest bunny.
Okay.
With the Easter event coming soon, Brian will apparently be hunting bunnies.
Oh.
Ooh, dogs.
Doggos!
This library is filled with dogs. Oh, lots of books. That'll come in handy. What on earth are you?
The yellow-faced wolf. Snow Arctic wolf? Maybe?
Winter wolf.
Oh.
It was breathing ice.
Interesting.
If I turn into the Yeti holding my sword, it looks ridiculous because it's a tiny little sword in a giant Yeti hand. Go away, silverfish.
A button doesn't do anything to an interface, no?
No.
Okay. And if I want to... I might need a hand with timing, is the problem I'm going to have here.
Okay. Do you need me to come back and help you with that? Do you want to do that off stream?
I mean, you can... Yeah, no, you can come back and give me a hand with this. And the room is as done as I want it for the moment, so...
Ooh, overgrowth seeds. Cool.
Overgrowth seeds?
They allow you to make grass. It's kind of a really weird and slightly useless dungeon drop, because it just lets you make grass, but it lets you make grass really fast.
Oh, I see, okay.
Oh, no, don't fall out of the void. Don't fall out of the void. Boop.
You'll see where I'm working currently.
I know vaguely where you're working. I will come and find you as soon as I get enough overworld reloaded. Oh, who left the door to the theatre open? That was probably me.
That's not good. Who knows what big jerks could have got in. Can you see where I was working? And am working currently.
I can't see where you am currently.
Keep going. And to the right. Hi.
Oh, hello. Bye.
I'm just making a slightly better working area. I got fed up of tripping over that cable, so I buried it.
Fair. So what are we trying to do here?
Essentially, we've got sticky piston here.
Yep.
I keep getting stuck in the ceiling. Please excuse me a moment. I'm just going to change back into myself. What I want is these 3 blocks along the edge to push across. So
Okay.
It closes the door. Closes the door, floor, door. Yes.
Floor door.
And then once they've pushed back again, what I want is for this set of stairs
To spring up.
to go up. And essentially, behind this wall, you can get to all of the buttons. So that should have closed it all.
Yep.
I wonder whether I should put a fourth there just for good measure.
I'm wondering about that, because that does look...
Oh no, I can't.
Can you not? Is that...
No, because that's a chisel
That's...
bits
Yeah,
floor.
stair.
Not that it's a problem.
What we really want is that to all be on one button as well, don't we?
Oh. And this here is the sneaky button.
Where?
Nope. Up. To your right. Up. Yeah, that one. You got to click it empty-handed and it'll click. So I thought we could connect it through there. I want to put up paneling through this section so it can sit behind the wall, and I'm going to do a thin coating of panel in front of it to make it look fancy. So we can essentially dig it just under the floor and I'll panel around, if you see what I mean. Do you want to see the rest of the room first?
Yes. I do.
There's no Mr. B watching.
Jeff, are you here? Nope.
No.
Do you want me to poke him on Facebook?
I mean, you can do, but I'm not too fussed.
I will see if he's around.
I just thought, you know.
I would see if he's around if my phone would recognise my fingerprint.
You have a fingerprint to recognise? Yeet.
If you're
Tanny says yeet.
Around, can you pop into the strem?
I kind of need it to turn on one way and then turn off going backwards the other way. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4.
We need it
So
to
that was
flip, don't we? Like when you press the button, it flips on.
for a time and then turns off again.
Yeah.
But yeah, you need to delay this one so that it on last and goes off first. There is a way to do it with redstone. I know that there is because I've done it before. Because I made a set of stairs that pulled themselves out of the way and another set of stairs facing the other direction came in. But it was one hell of a redstone contraption. It was ridiculous.
He says, can we hang around for a few minutes?
Yeah? Ah, broke it. John, I broke it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not very good at all of the proper cabling in this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, is that Pokemon?
No.
No.
Maybe.
You're on stream, man.
Yeah.
Your own stream. So yeah, I'm not quite sure. What options have I got as far as cabling? Is there any way with computers that you can do delays?
There's a timer that emits a redstone signal after a certain amount of time unless it receives a redstone pulse itself before that. There is a sequencer, which is what I'm using in the curtain.
Okay.
There is a logic gate that can do various logical operations on 3 inputs.
So we can have, if these ones are across, don't do that.
I don't think so. I think it's more
So,
if I'm getting a redstone signal here, here, and here, output over here.
yeah. So if, because those pistons to stay across have to be getting a signal, right?
Yes,
So
but we can be outputting that signal from one place. Ah,
so when these are getting a signal, this one needs to be off, essentially. The other option is, and it is a bit of a cop-out cheat, but would technically do it. Might make life a little bit easier. Would be in the floor up here to put sneaky lever.
yes.
To do the controls. So you just know, right, I have to click that one, then that one.
That's a possibility.
It's a bit of a cop-out, but it works. So ideally what I wanted was a button under here. If you come upstairs, you can see where the button would be.
Where do you want the button?
Under there.
Under
The button
there.
is already in. It's a sneaky button.
Why can't I see? Why can't I see the sneaky button? Why can't I experience the sneaky button?
Have you got an empty hand?
Yeah.
It doesn't click anything yet. It's not cabled up to anything.
Right. Let's
And I
cable
don't think it
up.
makes a noise either.
Well, I guess it's got to be sneaky, doesn't it? Where is
So
that? Can you go and stand
that's the one you
where
were
that
looking
button
at
is?
from downstairs. It's
That's-
here. You were looking at it
This
downstairs.
one. Okay.
The theory being it can do that and kind of go under the floor potentially. Because I'll just put like a carpet through. I just don't.
Can you go click the button for me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 1 minute. You're an output on red.
Did it do it? You can click it from down here. It's powering. It says power 15. But it's not doing anything. Does it need a piece of redstone there? So that it actually lights a piece of redstone on a block to make it sense it?
It shouldn't matter.
But I don't know it. I don't know if it, because it's a sneaky thing, whether they don't maybe work together.
I don't know if I can put redstone there, though.
What about a redstone? Can you use redstone blocks?
They're just always on.
Are they?
Yeah, they don't.
Oh yeah. If you put a piece like that with redstone on it, well, that you can't then connect it on, can you?
Can you pop that block back on?
Yeah. Oh, it does connect.
It does if you tell it to.
Did that do anything? Ah!
Okay.
So in theory, we could change that to a sneaky lever.
Yes.
I'll do that. There we go. There's your sneaky lever. Is there such thing as some sort of switch? Like, so when something is on, the other thing is off.
Yes.
I'm going to go take the stair block out and for this top one. Just so we can see it work without them interacting with each other. And then we'll put one block in and make sure the other one doesn't pick it up. Because that's the other thing it will try and do. I used to be so good at doing redstone, but it's been a while. Oh, my hands are slightly less blue today, by the way.
That's good.
It's worn off. My knuckles are still quite blue. What's that?
Can you flip that switch a few times for me? Oh, wait.
On, off. On, off.
Why are you not working?
Oh, does it need to be on the diagonal thing?
What?
Is that what you're trying to do? You know when you do 2 diagonal redstone torches?
No, I was trying to get this, like, a redstone torch, if it's given a redstone signal, should turn itself off. But let's try it this way. If I... Try it now.
So is that not even controlling the... It's not even controlling that piston at the moment?
No, it isn't.
Why is that?
Where's that getting a redstone signal from?
That's from the lever. So that's now off. That's now on.
Okay, try it again.
Did that do it?
Yep.
So the redstone thing has to be on top of the block. Jeff has arrived.
Hi, Jeff. We'll be right with you.
after these messages.
No, actually, I want you to go one further that way.
Hi, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff. How are you doing?
These conduits can be covered as well, can't they?
Yes.
Jeff, you've been sponsored. Bunny! Bunny, 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 bunny. What are you doing?
I'm trying to get this wire to connect to this other wire.
That would be cool to be sponsored by D&D Beyond. Ta-da!
There we go.
And now you need to tell it to attach to that thing.
Yep.
I'm learning! And
This-
it needed to be read in. Ready for me to flick the switch?
Flick the switch. Perfect. Now I need more redstone conduits, but I'll come back to that after we look at the room.
Do you want to just quickly show Jeff where the room comes from? How you
Okay.
get down here? Ignore the building work in progress. I'll put some steps in for you.
If you could be so kind.
You're gonna have to. There you go.
So, this is the Bumbling Monk Inn. Or tavern.
Yep.
Where we have a number of drinks. 3 as yet unnamed. You can get a nice cool cola soda.
Beverage. Oh, I
You
dig a
can-
hole in the floor.
You
Apparently.
can punch the floor out if that's something you want.
It's all the bloody drunkards in here.
You can come out to the tavern's beer
Nice.
garden.
Nice beer garden.
You get a
Vines
nice,
are growing in nicely.
nice view of the vines. You get a nice view of the Queen Creeps theatre. But if you know where the secret button to be pressed is,
Which we're working on.
which
It's
is
been worked on.
which is what we're working on right now, you can come down here into this secret basement, which I think Sian has an even more secret way to get into.
This is the storeroom.
And in the secret basement, it's the games room.
Do you
And
like what I did with the chairs?
And so we've got some nice, very fancily patterned chairs with a little D&D setup on the table. Things don't
Which
look...
are they are their own blocks, so you can actually take them off of the table, so we can swap the games out.
So things aren't looking too great for the Storm King's Thunder group here.
Yeah, they're a little outweighed by whatever this giant big block of white is over here.
I'm going to guess
I like-
a frost giant of some description.
Yeah, I think so.
And
I
so...
had to get some little bit of details in. The legs are twisty.
Ooh. Look at the details.
I might have cheated slightly in the chairs and the pad. It's actually carpet. There is a carpet in that pad. I just made it fit properly.
So this... Should we tell Jeff why specifically
Yeah.
why specifically
Yeah,
we
what-
asked him to be
Why
here?
did you bring Jeff here? Jeff, why are you here?
Jeff thinks he's the blue one at the back. Jeff, this is going to be your little corner of our Minecraft server. We're going to put Jeff in this games room so that when you come down here, you are greeted by Games Master Jeff in his fancy underground basement, hidden away games room underneath Ben's Tavern, which is...
Do you want to know another secret?
Always. Could you stop? Stop.
Just in case you quickly needed to get to drink.
Why do we have so many hidden rooms?
Well, this is the storeroom to put all the games in. I'm going to put some cupboards in the back. So we can have the various games to set up. This one was so Mr. Barkeep upstairs can come in and check on the rowdy peeps downstairs.
Right, let's attempt and see if this setup works. First up, what I need...
So, thoughts, Jeff?
Jeff said, ooh.
Yes, I got an ooh.
Back when we said that this was his little corner of our server.
What other games do I need to make?
Tanny says boobs.
I mean... Okay.
That's a fairly frequent request. I don't even know if that's a request, really. Statement.
Ooh, that's a thought.
Jeff says
Betrayal
make Betrayal
Legacy.
Legacy. That sounds a pretty complex game to go with.
It's quite interesting. So you can run all over the board apart from the frost guy. He's just a little bit too tall and your head hits the ceiling. Which Minecraft are you using, Tanny?
I believe they're playing on the PlayStation 4.
So essentially vanilla?
Basically vanilla.
Okay. It is really very difficult to do. Okay, so if I put the correct blocks in there now.
Yes.
So if I turn... Do you want to turn it back? That one goes in there. That one goes in there. Does it work? That worked? No.
Oops.
Hang on, let me reset it. Yeah, that smashed me in that. Thanks. There you go, that's reset properly. That blocks one up again. I keep putting it back. Yeah, that's one up again.
Okay, what we need to do is we need to delay this. We need to delay this bit. Where can I put a thing to delay that?
I can cover these with painted things again, can't I?
Yeah.
Because they're conduit.
Yeah.
Facade. What floor shall I run through in there? What floor have I got in the rest of the room? wood. There is more space under here if you need it.
I'm sure there's a thing that just delays the signal.
Is it called a delay?
I have thought of that. It is not. What does the timer do again?
Redstone repeater?
That's it. Isn't it? Yes, I think
Yeah.
it is.
It keeps it powered for longer or something. I can never quite remember which way around it worked.
That might work, or it might make the thing worse. Let's find out.
I'm out of the way. Were you too short for the button? That worked. Doesn't quite work. It's that one redstone. The piston's not having it. The upwards one. That's fine. Is that piston even getting powered?
It doesn't appear to be.
Is that because it needs to get power out of the end of it?
It might be.
Okay.
Yep, that was it. Let's see if that works.
Okay. Fire away. That worked. That worked. Yep.
Huzzah!
That's really neat. Do you want to come up here and look at it?
Yes. Yeah, that works. That's very cool.
And you'd never know.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 conduit facades.
6. Why 6?
Two here. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3 here, and then 4th there.
I was gonna try and put in another. Yeah, that needs to go from a 2 corridor to a 3 by the time it gets to here. So that's gonna wall off that.
What flooring are we getting in there?
It's just gonna be spruce wood planks. Nothing fancy.
Nothing fancy.
Because I'm going to fancy up the walls instead.
Are you building a dragon? We are giving the dragon a layer. Oh, you
We
were...
have said who's running this tavern, haven't we?
Yeah, I mentioned it.
Have they seen it?
I don't believe so.
Oh man.
They're not up for sitting at the computer at the moment, though, so we'll have
That's
to save
fair.
it. Jeff also says he thinks he can guess.
Yeah, that's fair. I've just had an idea.
An idea has been had.
It has.
and a thunderstorm is happening out here.
Are they connected? We're not sure.
Maybe no. Did you put this wall back in for a reason? Is that staying?
Because it's going to go from the corridor of 2 width into 3.
Okay. What are you making the walls out of?
I'm going to coat them in bits, so it's fine. They don't necessarily need facades.
But it has facades.
Well, pick a wall colour. What other walls have we got going on down?
We've got a lot of stone. Shall I just make up some stone?
Yeah.
And then that can be like a backdrop to whatever you want to put over the top of it. It would probably make it easier to put stuff over the top of it, to be fair.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I want stone. Where's my powder?
You want stone?
Why is my powder no worky? No, the computer.
Such a noob.
Hey guys, the banana splits are here.
Yep. It helps me think, okay. Very important thunking going on. Gotta get the scale right.
Boop, boop. Jeff bought some new dice today.
Ooh.
I think it may have stopped raining as well. Did you make a mug?
Yep.
Oh, that reminds me. I should show you this.
It also has brown in it. Did you note that?
What, inside the... So this
Yes.
is the
There you
chiseled...
go. Oh. Okay. So I can give it sting.
So whack that with your chisel. Actually, you don't need to whack that with your chisel. Just whack it with your hand. Look, chiseled bits of water go flying all over the shop.
Oh, and it does the pouring animation. Ah. Splish splash, I was taking a bath. I'm slightly annoyed.
You're slightly annoyed. I didn't hear why though.
That it doesn't continue to pour.
Ah. Um,
You're right there.
I'm going to experiment with a thing. Any minute now. Jeff suggests maybe you're just annoyed slightly in general. Going to experiment with a thing, then we're going to wrap up. This, Sharon. This is a bucket of resonant ender. Do you remember what happens if you step in a bucket of resonant ender? Marco. Marco. Oh, Sean's all mutey.
Hello.
Hello.
Just minor coughing fit, don't mind me.
Fair enough. This...
No, I don't remember.
Okay.
Hello.
That's what happens.
You go places.
You go places. This is a bucket of melted ender pearl, basically.
Sweet. Our dear barkeep needs a drink of his own. Why are you chucking those at me?
I don't want them.
Well, get rid of them then. Put them back in the thing. Have I now successfully got an entire water full of...
That doesn't do it. Oh, that's disappointing.
What?
There's a little drop of resonant ender on the wall there.
I bet you a thin sheet does, though. Don't throw it at me. I don't want it.
I don't know how to do thin sheets. I don't
Hold
know this
Alt. And you want plain, which is like 3 o'clock-ish. Just before 3. Or connected material, which is the one with the pink in it.
No, it just makes a splooshy.
That's only a half block of it, though.
I think you can just make fancy fancy things with it right, without it making you teleport. Until you get to a full flowing block.
You having fun there?
Hi, Maddie. I'm now on top of the bar.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi. Should we show Maddie the...
No, Maddie's not here. I just teleported
Oh,
to...
you were over with Maddie.
I teleported to Maddie.
Now I best... Now I've... What are you doing?
I'm emptying it.
Now what are you going to do with all of that?
They'll go away. We're going to ignore them and they'll go away. Or you can pick it all up. I mean, I didn't have lava to hand. I just found the sign that says so Michael doesn't stare at his own junk.
There we go, that'll do.
There.
I'm going to have so much fun with waterfalls. They're going to be all fancy and fancy and fancy. And a little bit more fancy.
They're going to be fancy. So, guys in the chat, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. That's where we're going to wrap up the stream this week. Hopefully, between this week and next week, I might have a chance to get back on and give Sammy some of his foods. I don't know what else we were going to put in Maddie's shop, but I might be able to do some of the stuff for...
I think we don't necessarily need to fill everyone as long as they've got a decent food, otherwise we're going to run out of stuff.
I might do some stuff to get ale at the tavern, but that might be a thing to do on stream next time, because that's setting up a new mod.
So did we get the curtain fully working? Did we show it clean? Or...
Let's wrap up the stream with the curtain. I'm also hoping that we can get a dimension going for sending our animals to...
Yes, that would be cool. Although dimension searching is fun, so...
So, welcome to the Queen Creeps Theatre. The main performance is about to start.
Hang on. We've got the spotlights on, otherwise I'd put the house lights on.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I still need to work on the timing of the curtain a little bit. Look at that theatre!
Yeah.
And then the performance is over.
I pressed down.
It does do a silly little dance, it seems. I may need to work on the timings. Look at that, though. Look at that. Curtain. We know you want Queen, Jeff.
We are working on it. The royal
We are working on it. It takes a lot for Sian to play God.
Much like in and I am working on it. The difficulty being I often end up photoshopping them first.
So, guys in the chat, I know that you want Queen. I know that Tanny is not the main star at the theatre. Tanny's the main person up at the artist's house stroke draconic layer. Guys in the chat will be back on Wednesday. It's Queen's Theatre, it's your artistic place and draconic lair. Sian, what's happened at Snowgrace Manor?
What has happened?
There's a hole in their balcony.
Lightning.
Oh. Do we need to get fireproof stuff out here?
Yeah, probably.
Oh.
That's one hell of a fire they've got going. Should we bury that one more so it's not quite so raging fire?
Maybe.
Anywho, crack on.
We'll be back on Wednesday with the adventures of the Golden Tooth. We'll be back on Friday when several of us go through the Yolg.
There we go.
We'll be back on Sunday for Storm King's Thunder. We'll be back next Monday with more Minecraft. Next Wednesday with more Adventures of the Golden Tooth. Next Friday, not this Friday, but the following Friday, is going to be the Princes of the Apocalypse. And
Carry on, but follow me.
And then the following Sunday, we'll be back with Tomb of Annihilation, where we will pick up where we left off yesterday.
The Magic Tower, we were going to show Tanny.
Tanny, this is where you are the main star. The Halls of Magic. The Emporium of Magic. Enchantment would have been a better word. The Emporium of Enchantment. The
Breeding ground for dragons.
The Sanctum of Spells. The Lair of the Dragon.
Yeah, so we'll be times and places.
We'll be back in those times with those things at that times. For now, guys, farewell.